Take first note. please remain standing for the presentation of colors and the saying of the Pledge of Allegiance, led by Kristen Marie Davis, President of the Blue Ridge High School Senior Class.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, and please be seated. Are you going to say your name? Okay. Welcome to the class of 2021 graduation at Blue Ridge High School. Graduates, family members, and staff, we are glad to gather as one group to celebrate these individuals and their accomplishments from the last 4 years. First, we would like to introduce ourselves. I am Mary Diener, interim principal, and this is Lois Dowling, interim director of student services. We would like to also introduce dignitaries on the stage with us. Dr. Hillary Stanifer, superintendent of Blue Ridge School District. Mr. Dale Schneeman, Blue Ridge School District School Board President. Ms. Francie Miller, Blue Ridge School District School Board Vice President. And Mr. Steve Reschke, Leroy Preparatory Academy Principal. Joining us in the audience today is also school board member Mrs. Kenna Dunlap. It is an honor for us to be a part of this celebration, the 2021 graduation ceremony at Blue Ridge High School. It is such a pleasure to share in the intensity of emotions as you who are graduating close this chapter of your life's story. Parents, you are probably wondering where the years have gone. As you marvel at your sons' and daughters' accomplishments, it doesn't seem that long ago when these young adults we honor today were toddling off to start kindergarten. Of course, living through those years between kindergarten and graduation may have seemed like an eternity for the students, and maybe for some parents as well, but you are the class of 2021.
You have persevered and shown resilience. In 2020, the COVID pandemic took us on a roller coaster and left our world with many restrictions that are still present today. No one imagined having to navigate through these times, but we did, and we grew from it. Not only have our vocabularies grown, as we now use words like new normal, social distancing, hybrid learning, remote learning. Your ability to take on challenges has taken you to the test, and you have pushed forward, and you were able to achieve success. You have spent the majority of your life learning, and as this chapter of your life comes to a close, I hope you commit to being a lifelong learner. 20 years from now, you may not remember how to solve for X or remember how to say the alphabet in Spanish. But one thing I hope you remember is that at a young age, you learned how to reset and slow down. You have been forced to evaluate what works and what is really important. Things will not always go as planned, but we have learned to make the best of things. As we think about everything the class of 2021 has accomplished, we want to take a moment to thank all of the people who have helped you to get where you are today. The Blue Ridge Board of Education, our administration, teachers and staff, and most importantly, family and friends. A quote that has stuck with me as a parent says, "It takes a village to raise a child." And because of all of this community that supports all of these students, they're able to achieve amazing accomplishments.
You are graduating in a century still in its infancy, at a time when our world is dealing with enormous encounters, but at a time when the opportunities created by those encounters have never been greater. You are technology experts, born and educated in a technological world that was only found in science fiction stories when many of us in this room were in school. You tweet and snap, read books and news online, and your social networking has shrunk the known world. You are the generation that will take technology of today to unbelievable and dizzying dimensions. You are the ones who will bring the solutions to our world's concerns: global warming, equity, and travel outside our world. And who knows, there may come a time that some of you live on another planet. Someone among you may find the cure for any cancer, coronavirus, or other conditions. So this afternoon, we can tell you are anxious to instigate a new chapter of your life story. Armed with the skills and knowledge you have achieved, tackle this chapter, whatever it might be. 68% of you, college or technical schools will be your next step. 15% are heading straight to the workforce. 7% have chosen military service, while 8% of you are taking a gap year. Whatever direction you take, you have our assurance that your world will change as you leave high school.
Whatever it is you choose to do, our world will transform as a result of your contributions. Your contributions that will be determined by how you follow your dreams, goals, and aspirations. While we celebrate your past academic accomplishments and activities today, we want to challenge you to continue your journey for knowledge and to determine your own unique ways to contribute to our society. Many of you may not yet know the direction your life will take. You may find a new passion in this next chapter. You may decide that what you are doing is just not for you, and you will begin to follow yet another path.
Winston Churchill, British Prime Minister from 1940 to 1945, stated, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. It is impossible to live life without failing at something. So have the courage to take risks, set goals, take the detours that appear, and learn from them. You live in the greatest democratic society in the world, a place that you can pursue any opportunity that you happen upon, regardless of your sex, your race, or your age. You are part of an inclusive generation for which professional opportunities and explorations may take you to the furthest stretches of the earth and beyond. As you face and tackle successes, failures, and changes, please hold true to yourself. Remember to hold onto your value system, your work ethic, and most importantly, your humanity. It is these qualities that will guide you down your path."
Today's achievements may fade or even may be forgotten. The applause may become a memory, and your certificates and medals may gather dust in a box or on a shelf. But you will always be remembered as the class of 2021. Those who helped someone, made someone feel appreciated, or be part of something. It was joyful to watch you prepare for this ceremony. You straightened each other's caps and gowns. You hugged, high-fived, and even fist bumped. The zeal for what you have accomplished. So take that zest out into the world with you and use it for your journey. As you move onward, don't look back. Continue to care. Care about yourself, your family, your friends, and your world. And all of those are treasures and joy that you have created along the way. Your lives are a remarkable occasion. We have no doubt you will rise to it.
The honor of Salutatorian is reserved for the student whose final grade point average is second only to that of the Valedictorian. This year, we are honored to have two Salutatorians, Paige Marie Bolin and Jayton Michael Schaefer. Congratulations, Paige and Jayton. Both Paige and Jayton will address the class of 2021. At this time, Paige, please come to the stage to offer your address.
Follow the yellow brick road. Quick, name that musical. That road has brought us together today. We're moving on to the next step in our lives. And thanks to everyone we've met along the way, parents, guardians, mentors, staff, coaches, and friends, we've made it to graduation. Thank you for all your support. After today, we will be going our separate ways. We all have different plans for the future, and that's okay. One of the biggest things I have learned in high school is that different doesn't mean wrong. It just means different. And boy, are we all different. There's a lion, a scarecrow, and a tin man, and all kinds of other characters. We all have different goals, dreams, and things we want. These goals keep us motivated and push us to be our best selves. In any movie, TV show, musical, song, or book, the protagonist has an I want goal that drives the choices made. Right now, these graduating seniors have goals besides getting that piece of paper. I would like you all to think of something that you want, preferably related to the next step in your life. Got one? Great. If we were in a musical, we'd be in the second or third song of this show called Life. We're past the opening number, but we haven't gotten into the good stuff yet. We're in the middle of Life's I Want song. So in your mind, you've got your goal. Think about what it will take to achieve that dream. What will be the first step? Take one step on that road, and you're on your way to accomplishing your goal. Sounds easy enough, right? One path straight to your goal. Follow the yellow brick road. Well, I don't know about your experiences, but one straight path is not how my life has worked. In fact, J.R.R. Tolkien once said, "Life is a winding road." Ain't that the truth? Life is not just one straight path and one step. There are lots of decisions and mistakes to be made, and there are lots of solutions that will come up in turn. So envision the road to your goal again, but make it winding now. Imagine the curves and turns, as well as the splits and dead ends. All of the turns in your road are individual steps in your journey towards your goal. There will be fun times. You'll make new friends, work together, and sing some songs. There will also be challenging times. Thankfully, there will be no flying monkeys or murder hornets around here, though. But you might get lost, and now your goal kind of seems like a lot of work, but if you're not willing to work for something, you don't really want it. Achieving your goals will be difficult. Spoiler alert, there actually is no real Wizard of Oz. But don't forget that it is okay to make mistakes. It is okay to change your mind. It is okay to backtrack on the road and go a different direction for a little bit. We're all just figuring this out as we go. Thanks to COVID, this past year has really just been improv. But it's time to put an end to this show. Take a few seconds to think about how this last year of high school has changed. Think of a good way, too, even though it's easier just to think about negatives. Remember, Dorothy gets home eventually. The yellow brick road took her where she needed to be, and in the end, she accomplished her original I want goal. This is what I would like to leave you with today. Put your faith in the yellow brick road. In the end, it will take you where you need to go. The path will be winding, and it might be confusing, but don't give up. Trust that things will get better, because they have before, so they will again. Always be kind, always have fun, and always follow the yellow brick road.
Jayton, will you please come to the stage to offer your address to the class of 2021?
Coming up a little bit further. Unknown to me at the time of titling this document, I jokingly picked the title of The One Where He Was in Second. While I didn't know that 36 hours later, that would result in myself placing second overall in my last FFA contest, which unfortunately is a long story for another time. What I did know was that no one wants to be in second place. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not too bad. However, it is probably the place where we experience the most growth. The 12 years of schooling, kindergarten through junior year, were always supposed to prepare us for the last one. These were supposed to be the years where we studied hard, we were supposed to pass all of our tests, and supposed to be finding our future careers, just like we planned them to be. Keywords there are supposed to be. And judging by some of the faces among my classmates, we all know that at least one of these things remains unforeseen for each of us. For each of these supposed tos, we are all sitting here today receiving our diplomas. So, in one way or another, we passed our classes. We may or may not have gotten the grade we wanted or scored as high as we would have liked, but we still passed, and we still moved on. Each one of us has a plan for what we are going to be doing after high school. This may not be the same job we dreamed of for years as a kid, but it is our plan for the future. We may not have been placing ourselves first by getting those high grades or following our childhood dreams, but we are all graduating, and we all have a plan. In a way, we are finishing just short of our goals, once again, in second place. The 13th year of schooling, our senior year, was supposed to be different. This was supposed to be the year that we laid back and celebrated. We were supposed to have those senior seasons to celebrate our successes over the years. This was the year we had our senior homecoming week for the last time, decorating floats, filling the hallways with dress up, and showing our pride for our football team on Friday night. After these seasons were almost completely done, we would send it all off with one final senior prom. A night to remember with our class together for one last hurrah. As we all know, a majority of these experiences were taken from us, leaving us with little left to focus on. Seasons moved, championships left behind, and those last few moments of memory left up to ourselves. However, we still made the most out of situations, finding creative ways to celebrate our year and enjoying what was given to us. Many of our classmates were still honored for their abilities on the court or the field. Our classmates honored for their abilities in the classroom. And together, we still found a way to be positive about this year. Once again, in a way, we didn't totally lose out. However, it wasn't what we imagined either. In a way, a second place finish once again. Now, we're all probably thinking about the same thing right about now. Jayton, where exactly are you taking all of this? Well, I'll be completely honest. Second place holds a lot of uncomfortable things, a lot of room for improvement, and a lot of feeling like you almost failed. However, what have we learned from these second place finishes? Together, we learned that we can be flexible. Whether it was learning in the classroom, only seeing part of our class, or being completely at home. We proved that we can be flexible and learn to do so very quickly. In times where we could have completely given up and said, we're going home and never coming back, we didn't do that. We gained the resiliency needed to stand fast in knowing that the end was in sight and giving up now would be crazy. We learned that in order to thrive in this ever-challenging environment, we would have to be able to band together and push through. This is what being in second place has taught us through our schooling career. This is our value of second place. Many of us are familiar with the sports phrase being the next up, the next person set up for success, meaning you have spent the time behind the people that were successful ahead of you and spent time learning how to be successful, all while in second place. To the class of 2021, we are the next up. We have spent the time working on ourselves throughout our schooling experience, and it is now our turn to step out into the world as the next group destined for success. Never forget the people that got you there, and cherish the people that you will meet along the way. I will leave you with these words. If the pandemic has taught us anything, it is that no matter your successes throughout your lives, never forget to live, laugh, and spread a whole lot of love. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
The honor of valedictorian is reserved for the student whose final grade point average is the highest in the class. The valedictorian for the class of 2021 is Abigail Renee Bolin. Congratulations, Abby. And at this time, please come forward to address the class.
If you had asked me when I was a second grader what I thought about high school, I probably would have said something about the big scary kids and the super hard homework. In fourth grade, I remember going to a high school softball game and thinking they all just looked so old, so cool, and like they knew what they were doing. Now, in my final hours as a senior, I can pretty much say for a fact that high schoolers definitely don't know what we're doing and that we're not all big and scary, though the homework can be super hard. High school has shown me that it's important to try new things and to get out of your comfort zone. While trying new things has always been emphasized and drilled into our heads, high school is a time when we get a wider variety of opportunities, from new clubs to jobs. It may be easy to just sit back and stay in the safety of where you're most comfortable, but if you never have new experiences, what's the point? This world is full of possibilities, as we have found out from many job and career searches throughout the past several years. But not exploring those chances is just a waste of your potential. It might not feel like you can accomplish much, but even completing little acts, like reaching out and helping someone with homework, is a way to move forward. Another idea that high school has shown me is that it's a good skill to know how to take criticism and how to use that criticism in a positive way. No one likes being told their work is insufficient or that they have 50 different things wrong with their assignment. But it is important to be able to look past what you first see as negatives and turn them into something you can use. Even if they don't always show it, people are there to help you and will continue to be there to help you. And they may have a perspective that you hadn't considered before. A term that goes along with this is to be coachable. If a coach corrects your form, you would hopefully try to incorporate that advice into your form from then on. Outside of sports, it is also important to be coachable, whether it is for a job or school. Listen, actively take critiques, remember not to take it personally, try to fix your mistakes, and hopefully everything will turn out fine. Hopefully. The last big idea that I've learned from high school is that it's important to utilize the people around you. I know that it definitely feels easier at first to just do everything on your own. Less people to argue with you, you can do whatever you think is best, and it seems like you can get things done faster. However, if you have too many projects going on, especially with jobs and school mixing more throughout these past couple of years, it is easy to get overwhelmed. And what then? If you just start out in the first place with a strong support group that you trust, it makes it a lot easier in the long run to get things done. Sure, you may end up running errands for them or helping them out every now and then, but that's the whole point of having that group. You help me, I help you. Even though the next big phase of our lives may seem scary, just remember that it probably won't end up as bad as it first seems. That little second grader was nearly terrified of high school and couldn't imagine what it would be like. Now, this not-so-little senior knows that it went pretty well, all things considered. We had good times, we had bad times, but we made it. We're here, aren't we? So, even though these next phases of our lives may seem daunting, just remember to continue to try new things, to take critiques wisely, and to lean on those around us, and we'll do all right. Here's to the class of 2021.
At this time, the Blue Ridge High School Band, under the direction of Mr. Chris Mitchell, will perform a symphonic celebration. Would all band members please join the band for your final performance? Thank you, Mr. Mitchell and the band. At this time, we would like for you to please direct your attention to the screen in the front to watch the memory presentation of the senior class.
I hope the days come easy and the moments pass slow, and each road leads you where you wanna go. And if you're faced with a choice and you have to choose, hope you choose the one that means the most to you. Hope you still feel small when you stand beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance. And if it's cold outside, show the world the warmth of your smile. But more than anything, I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I can almost see it, that dream I'm dreaming. There's a voice inside my head saying you'll never reach it, but I gotta keep trying, gotta keep my head held high. My wish for you is that this life becomes all that you wanna do. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold. And while you're out there getting where you're getting to, I hope you know somebody loves you and wants the same things too. Yeah, this is my wish. Hope when you take that jump, you don't feel the fall. Hope when the water rises, you build a wall. And hope when the crowd screams out, They're screaming your name. Hope if everybody runs, you'll say it's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. I did it all. I hope you dance. I wish for you. I hope you dance. It's a climb. I hope you dance. I hope you dance. Yeah, this is my wish. When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we see. Lying in my bed, I hear the clock tick and think of you. Caught up in circles, confusion is nothing new. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, if you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting. Time after time, I'll be there for you. When the rain starts to pour, I'll be there for you. Like I've been there before, I'll be there for you. 'Cause I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend, and I'll help you carry on. And darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand. Won't you stand by me? I'll be there for you when you're not strong. I'll be there for you. Time after time, I'm gonna need someone there for me too. Baby, you're a firework. Come on, let your colors burst. Make them go oh, 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 as you shoot across the sky. I am unwritten, can't read my mind. I'm undefined. I'm just beginning, the pen's in my hand, ending unplanned. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag drifting through the wind, wanting to start again? Do you ever feel so paper thin, like a house of cards, one blow from caving in? Do you ever feel the rain on your skin? No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Shoot yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. You just gotta ignite the light and let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, 'cause baby, you're a fire. shoot across the sky. I'll spread my wings and I'll learn how to fly. I'll do what it takes till I touch the sky. And I'll make a wish, take a chance, make a change, and break away. Break away. Rest is still unwritten. I will remember you. Will you remember me? It's been a long day without you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again. Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. Had the time of my life. No, I never felt like this before. Yes, I swear it's the truth, and I owe it all to you. I've had the time of my life. No, I never felt like this before. Forever young, I wanna be forever young. Do you really wanna live forever, forever and ever? I will remember you. Forever young. Will you remember me? And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again. And I've had the time of my life. I hope you had the time of your life.
Could everybody just make a little movement with your hands, please? And they'll all come back on and we won't have to do this again. Thank you. That's what I was waiting for. Dr. Stanfer, present board members Mr. Schneeman and Mrs. Miller. The students before you represent those students who have met the requirements for graduation as dictated by the Blue Ridge School District number 18 and the Illinois State Board of Education policies. Are you all ready? Okay. Row one, would you please stand and move to the stage? Abigail Renee Bolin. Paige Marie Bolin. Lindsay Diane Quinn. Hannah Isabel Cole. It's my fault. My apologies. Haven Ann Boyd. Yeah, I know. Carissa Ann Godby. Kristen Marie Davis.
Jayton Schaefer.
Jayton Michael Schaefer. Row 2, please stand and move to the stage.
Sorry, I just got. That's okay. I'll just help you because
Yeah.
you can't see.
Yeah. Leo Joshua Harden. Rachel May Dubson. Tyler J. Palmer. Jordan Shelby Sue Carlin Geralds. Luke Andrew Sheltra. Brianna Lynn Palmer. Sydney Ann Evans. Avery Elizabeth Place. Row 3, please stand and move toward the stage. Jensen Lily Eliason. Joseph David Schumacher. Victor William Lee Reynolds. Colby Ray Kramer. Catherine Irene Bounds. Courtney June Shane. John Maxwell Kirkland. Henry Lee Reimers. Row 4, please stand and move to the stage. Austin Michael Hobbs. Adrian Luis Jones. Isaiah Edward Joe Dalton. Benjamin Harold Potter. Tyler Jordan Nichols. Chase Edward Hassler. Stephen Randall Colross. Michael Wayne Johnson. Fifth row, please stand and move to the stage. Mason Lee Partlow. Joshua N. Knopp. Heather Leanne Granning. Jasmine Marie Smith. Haley Dawn Arndt. Samantha Noel Whitehouse. Anna Simone Cahoe. Braden Austin Davis. Row 6, please stand and move to the stage. Jenna Rose Mozingo. Chelsea Megan Ferguson. Brianna Nichelle Cummins. Tucker Aaron Beck. Daisy Rain Miller. Gracie Jewel Myers Nichols. Row 6, still please standing. Class of 2021, would you please rise? Congratulations on your achievement. Move your tassel from the right to the left. Community members, faculty, staff, and parents, we present to you the Blue Ridge High School class of 2021. Would you all please stand for the withdrawal of colors and the recessional of the graduates to the Circle Drive in front of the school.